Come with me to post-war Japan, a country of beauty and variety, where East meets West, mingling in modern dress, in city planning, and in industry, but where country life and customs still follow ancient ways. Gardens lie about the Kanaya Hotel near the shrine of Nikko. Religious shrines are dear to the people and visited by great crowds. On our way to Nikko, one of the most venerated temples, we shall stop overnight at the beautiful Hotel Kanaya, with attractive grounds and gardens. A popular saying among the Japanese is, do not use the word sublime until you have seen Nikko, expressing their admiration for this 320-year-old Shinto temple. Situated in a hilly area, thickly wooded with cedars, this Toshogo shrine comprises several buildings on different levels, reached by many stairs and torii gates, all the structures being heavily decorated and brightly colored. One bit of decoration on the wall of the sacred stable shows these original three wise monkeys. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. A constant stream of people comes here daily. And in addition to it being a must for all tourists, the school children are conducted to the shrine in droves, as they are to all the temples and historic spots. Nikko and proceeding across country by auto, we find a few cherry trees in blossom, which we had been so hopeful of seeing. But there are only a few, as the season is a bit late in May. Charming little Hodo waterfall takes our attention briefly, and we meet some native young folks out on an outing, and a couple with a cute baby. On to Lake Chuzenzi and its shrine, where crowds of people are picnicking by the shore, and little boats come and go, while in the distance the snow-topped mountains furnish a picturesque background. Children are in the great majority here, and as everywhere, they are happy and good-natured and notably well-behaved. Fortunes are here for sale by these attractive girls, and as I understand it, if one is dissatisfied with his fortune, he hangs it on the tree. By the appearance of things, many a fortune is less than satisfactory. The temple at the lake shore is imposing in appearance and draws many visitors, including the customary quota of school children. Here a final peek at cherry blossoms against an azure sky and the lake background, and an accommodating native woman to model for us. Driving from Tokyo another day toward Fuji Hakone National Park, we are fortunate to get a glimpse through the haze of Fujiyama, the mountain sacred to all Japanese. The perfect cone of this extinct volcano is crowned with eternal snows and visible on a fine day for miles about. But unfortunately, such fine days are rare, and many visitors are disappointing and fail to see Fuji at all. Intensive culture of the land is imperative, as 85% of the country of Japan is mountainous, and the remaining 15% must attempt to feed the more than 80 million population. While waiting for a train, we are amused by the girls and boys in the car on the other track, full of fun like children everywhere, and more curious about us, strangers, than the other way around. The dumpy, round-faced girls are typical of the Japanese country women. Kyoto is our next stop, and what an interesting and historical place it is. For here was Japan's capital for more than 10 centuries, ending in 1858 when moved to Tokyo. The city today, though considerably modernized, is still a priceless depository for the country's ancient art treasures. Here also are many old Buddhist temples, Shinto shrines, palaces, and gardens. This is a phenomenal wisteria plant growing on trellis about a block long. The kimonos are more prevalent here the women's garb, and the customs are more traditional. This garden lies behind a silk weaving factory, which I understand was once the home of a wealthy nobleman, and its well laid out walks and ponds and shrubbery contribute one of the finest gardens in this fair city. Two of the factory girls display some of the silk wares woven here, all hand-loomed and exquisite in coloring and texture. In the ponds are enormous goldfish and carp, for which the Japanese are famous, and our little friend poses feeding them. This was our native guide showing us around Kyoto. He was a bit impatient about our staying so long in this garden for picture taking. Walking toward us are not three little maids from school, as occur in Gilbert and Sullivan's Mikado, but some trim airline hostesses. Kyoto's Golden Pavilion, nearly surrounded by water, glints in the sunshine like a jewel, making one of the most beautiful of all her temples. And here, perhaps, are the most children of all.